everybody, I was gonna do a review on this Ryobi 40 lithium battery powered weed whacker. I actually just purchased it. It's brand new out of the box. Gonna give my first impressions. What I think about it. Is it worth the purchase? This is at Home Depot for about $160, and it's designed for more of a homeowner user as opposed to a professional a person who's in the the lawn industry. So we're gonna tackle some of our lawn. I want to show you some of the things we're gonna tackle. Is I have a very steep swale, so we're gonna see if this weed whacker specifically will be able to pull it off. So this is some of the stuff we're gonna tackle, and we'll see if it'll be strong enough, if it'll have enough battery power and juice to fully take on the job. So let's get it going, and we'll talk about our first impressions. There's my cameraman right there helping me with the job. Final thoughts here on the Ryobi weed whacker system. Who it's for, was it good, is it worth the investment? So first of all, I want to tell about the battery. So this, remember, was only a little bit over halfway charged, and if you look at the battery meter, we're down to one square. When I started, it was about half, with that third one blinking, so it was able to do the job with still extra room to work with. A couple of the positives: 1, it's fairly light. 2, it's not as noisy as a gas-powered system. 3, I was able to get it out of the box, charge the battery up, plug it in, and go. I didn't have to mess with fuel, with priming, with the carburetor, so it's definitely nice for that. I don't smell like gasoline, the air doesn't smell like gasoline, so it's definitely a positive. Number 3, the battery did get a little bit warm, but I wouldn't say it got hot, so it's definitely easy to handle, easy to use. So I definitely recommend this system for a homeowner. Now, some of the negatives, it didn't quite give enough power to tackle heavy brush. The typical weed whacking, around trees, around the house, it tackled it very easily without any question, but when we got to the thicker brush, it was a little bit sluggish. It didn't have enough of that gas-powered power to keep it going. Part of the reason I think for that is because it uses a 0.8 line, while some of the more professional models use a 0.85, 0.9, 0.95 thicker line. Enough to be able to wrap it. We saw in the thicker brush, it did it, but it took a while. So if you keep up with your yard, definitely a good system. If you just want something around the house to, you don't want to mess with gas or with fuel, with mixing ratios, definitely a good system. If you're a do-it-yourself person, definitely a good system. If you're a professional, there might be better battery-powered brands than this. One more positive about this system is that it does have the bump feed head. So if your line gets cut short, and it will, because it's only a 0.8, now you might be able to wet something a little bit higher in there. I'll try it out. Maybe add some more feedback later. But this does get worn out, so it does have the bump feed head. So As it's running, you bump it against the ground and it releases more line. Some of the other battery units have a trigger operated one, so every time you press the trigger, it releases a little bit of line. I find that is a little bit wasteful, especially with the battery powered unit, because you are constantly, turning it on, moving to your next spot, pulling the trigger and so on. It's not like a gas powered one that constantly is running. So I definitely like the bump feed head. Consider that when buying a new unit. So those are my final thoughts. I hope you guys were able to get some use out of it. And a recommendation, if you are to buy it, I think it'll do what it's made to do. And this is also has different attachments, so you can put an edger. I believe you can put a blower. A few. Ryobi has 40 plus attachments for this system with one battery. Thank you for watching.